Hey, welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday. It is just a little after 12:30. My neighbor asked if I would go to the storefront. I said gladly. And while I'm out, I'm gonna pick up a Dunkin'. I have to say, Jar had one in my fridge. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning and was up until, gosh, almost 5:15. Then I did doze back off, and I slept until maybe 7. I feel well rested, so I must not be too tired, which is a good thing. Sorry, I have a walker. So feeling pretty good. I noticed last night my feet did not burn, my toes. Normally they feel like they're on fire and they'll wake me up. Later today, after, I don't know if it said 24 hours not to take a bath. So I only got another couple hours for that. So I think I'll walk first in case I sweat, because it's supposed to be 77. I've been walking the cul-de-sac, and I want to see if I can get further without that foot burning, just to see. I know I just had it, but some people get relief right away. I was told resume back to normal activities, so I want to do it. I also need to get a little air in my tires to ride my bike, because I'd like to go for a bike ride as well. But because soon enough, that weather's going to be gone. And oh, how I will miss it. Trust me. Give me spring, give me summer, give me early fall. I'm good. Later fall and winter, and not so good. But not too much going on today. Amelia has a cheer game tomorrow. And I know the last couple, Trey and Everly, have been naughty. More so Trey, because he's just so young. He's only 2. So, Jar, he may go to this one. I'm not sure. He went to her last game, but I know he's working overtime. And with overtime, it's where he has to go in earlier, but gets out the same time in the morning. So, I'll have to ask, because if that's the case, I'll tell if I don't go, even if I'm there, Trey, whines and cries or whatever, I'll tell her, hey, I'll keep Trey with me. That way Everly enjoys it, because her teacher's assistant is one of Amelia's coach. So she enjoys going and seeing her teacher. So I'm not going to keep her away from it. Yeah, so my I don't know if I told you, my washer wasn't working right. I'd have to unplug it, then reset it and such. So finally the part came in, and it actually has happened to all the models. Funny thing was, it happened to my neighbor next door as well. It was a washing machine purchased from Lowe's. Well, I think she purchased hers, and then mine had went, and I was using a smaller like washer, and then waited for the part to come in and such. So that's fixed. Very nice. And the small one I've kept for when I get to that downsize where I want. I have the small washer. So just can't find anything that I really feel like this is it. This is where I'm going to be. This is where I'm going to stay. This is where it's my last move ever in life. Oh, they're crowded. Let's see. I'm going to let this young lady cross through. And then pull over. Get him some cigars. Gosh, so the only thing I did this morning basically was wash my face, brush my teeth, brush my hair. This morning, it's almost 1 o'clock. I really don't have too much to do, which is nice. I'm not complaining. I just like to do a lot of different things. This woman's getting mad at the pump. She went into the lady and she said, it's not pumping. Why don't you start the pump? And she said, well, I'm getting no information in here. And she goes, yeah, I just pick it up and keep starting it and you're not starting it. And she says, you want to try here? She said, no, I want to do it at the pump. So she goes back in. She said, it's not working. She said, ma'am, you've got to use your card. She said, well, I don't want to use my card until I pump. She goes, well, pay here. And yo, she's arguing. She's livid out there. And them days of the drive-offs with the gas is gone. Like, you can't do that. You have to pay in advance before you pump your fuel. So, gosh. And way younger, you know, probably in her 30s, would know that, you know, but tis what it is, ladies. Thinking about going live tonight. I really am. Feeling pretty good. I just got to make it where I could sit, stand, you know what I'm saying, and move, because I am not going to hurt my back now. But I was telling Tasha, you know, and she said, come down to my house. You know, I'll set it up where, and I was like, you're so sweet.
Hi, can I help you?
Sunshine, I'm just going to get mine, and that's it.
All right, come on down.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so she doesn't usually work on a Saturday. Someone must have called in. But I do have to scan my phone and earn those points. BRB. Alrighty, let's do a taste test. Sunshine didn't make it. Someone else did. So I just want to be sure, because I've never seen that person there before, and I don't want to get all the way home and it not taste good. So perfect. All right. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to donate a bunch of sneakers. And I still have that bag here. I think what I'll do is go through all my sneakers. The only ones I'm going to keep are my Converse, my Chucks, and my Adidas. The rest of them, they're gone. Walk in them, and they're still in great condition, so they might as well be donated. 2 I've only worn a couple times. But yeah, I'll go ahead and donate those and get those out of the house. And that's about it. I'll go down and see my grands later. They've been really good and quiet, so Tasha said it's amazing. Amelia's in her room playing with her Barbies and little, like, Polly Pockets, I think they're called. And Everly is in the living room, she said, playing with all the magnetic blocks. And Trey is busy knocking them down, and it makes Everly laugh. So I was like, you know what? They're good. They're golden. Just let me know when, you know what I mean? They start acting up. I like to be able to draw their attention to other things, or take them outside, or do a project with them, have them come down, do some coloring. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's been just a quiet, laid back Saturday. And I was watching some TikTok, and man, one woman, Jan shared it, it's on YouTube. One woman was sharing how they beg over there. And then, you know, I've seen it. That's why I'm not on TikTok that often, because it's like, they come up in your For You page for some reason. I don't know why, but there was one woman crying about she needed money for diapers, and then she gets on and says she bought seafood and she was eating the seafood, yet her child needed diapers. Like, if you have a child and you got enough money where you got the diapers, maybe perhaps go ahead and pick up formula, and she said she wasn't on food stamps and that she'll buy food stamps from people. Like, that's illegal. That's illegal to do. And you put that out there on the internet? Like, what are you thinking? I don't know how a lot of people get away with the things on TikTok. I guess it doesn't matter what type of videos you do or what type of lives you do. I guess there's no rules or something. I guess Josh is back on Dad Challenge podcast. He couldn't get on for a while, but I guess he is now. So I'll have to find him. I enjoy watching him. So, all right, I'm home. I'll be back. Bye. All right, guys, I'm out again. It's almost 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, so I am going to head to the bank. I am going to head to Dollar General. And then Dunkin', baby. Yeah, Dunkin'. Oh, actually, nope. I'm going to stop my video in a moment. I have to stop by my neighbor's. She needs me to pick up a pack of cigarettes. So give me a second. All right. I almost forgot about that. That was one of the main reasons I was going. So go figure. All right. Got to go over it in my head. You know, that dementia kicking in. Okay. I have these blinds in my windows. They were a heavy material, and I'm not liking them now. I've had them for years though. So they like stick up with adhesive. They're really nice. I mean, it cost me like, some of them were 25 and then the larger one was like 35. But the ones in the living room, I'm taking down because it makes it really difficult to decorate with the lights and such at Christmas. So I started taking the one side down, and holy smokes. Let's just put it this way. It's going to take a little bit, and then I'm going to have to use quite a bit of Gooby Gone so I can scrape it real good. I don't want to leave a mess on the windows, the top of the window. So I think I'm going to finish working on that. I was working on it for like a half hour when the neighbor texted me. And I said, yeah, just give me a few minutes. So I'm going to go back to doing that. Tasha invited me down for tacos. I'm really not hungry yet. And it's 5:14, so I'll have to eat something though. I'm gonna hit the bank first, and then Dollar General. Picking up something for Jared and Tasha. They got a steamer too, but Trey got like a stain on the carpet, and they want to get some, I think it's Resolve or something like that, with some type of brush to make sure they can get it out. So it's a new stain, it just happened, and they want to make sure they get that taken care of. So I told them, yeah, I'll run, no problemo. Okay, be right back. All right, so I had to take more cash out because I've been spending it. Make sure I put my card back in and such. So, all right, off to the Dollar General. I got JR's card for their carpet stuff, and Dunkin', and I got the woman's cash for her cigarettes. So I'm all set. I shouldn't have to run to the bank again. I better not have to run to the bank again till next Saturday. Let's hope. We'll see. One never knows. So I am thinking about doing a live tonight, but it's already after 5, and I've been trying to keep myself busy and trying not to sit still a lot, trying to move. I did not go for a walk yet, not gonna lie. I didn't go for a walk yet. I told you I needed air in my tire. They got the pump, so I'll bring my bike down there just because I won't get that many more bike rides, you know. And the bees are out today. Holy smokes. My 2 neighbors that I'm in between, my one neighbor has about 10 feeders out, and you know, with the sugar in the water, I'm telling you, I am thinking that a lot of these bees are coming from that. And then the other one, he has about 5 of them out, and I'm telling you, the bees that are out, oh my goodness. But let me grab their card, go do this, and BRB. All right, 2 little missions accomplished, and now I am just gonna head to pick up her cigarettes. And then to Dunkin'. Oh, I've had my steering wheel cover outside drying, and I haven't picked it back up, and watch, it'll rain again and get wet, but oh well, rainwater cleans it well, right? Or makes it feel good anyways. All right, so let's go. I hate when that feels like it's choking you. This t-shirt, I've had it a while, and I know now why I don't wear it often. It needs to be cut. Kind of like my hoodie. Usually I get V-necks, but they must not have had this color in a V-neck, and I liked it. So it's nice, big, and it's down to the middle of my thighs, and it's so comfy, cozy. I do have to pick up a new prescription that I'll be going on and see how I do with this. Yeah, hopefully things will be going better for a couple of little issues. And someone's alarm is going off in their car. Wow. Hopefully it will help with the shaking of the hands and some issues I have while sleeping and such, but this is what could cause the weight loss. So I have to make sure I'm very mindful of eating, which we know I was mindful already because I put on some weight. I am at 150, and when I right after my surgery, I got down to 128. So that's like 22 pounds. But per doctor, put it on, and I did. But we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Prayers. Just prayers. Okay. Seems like I was already here once for the other neighbor, and now I'm going here for her. I probably should have asked. Like a lot of times when I come here, I probably should ask my other 2 neighbors. But it's been good because I went to the reservation, I don't remember, the end of last month, so they've done pretty good then. But let's go in here and I'll BRB again. Alright, so as I'm going to sit in the car, doesn't a notification come up about Domino's? Now, I gotta tell you, The only Domino's pizza I like is the thin crust, light sauce, double cheese. Phenomenal. And I was talking to the girl when I came earlier to Dunkin', you know, and I said something about McDonald's, how they've got no lines no more because of what went over at Facebook. I'm going to look and see now, because it's dinner time. And I told her, I was like, man, you have no idea how I've been craving a bagel, steak, egg, and cheese. It's been a long time. And I said, I'll never order from there. And she said, go to this store up in Oneida because they are very clean, never any issues. And I said, well, there's a plan. I think I just had to make it there by 10 or 10:30. I'll have to check the breakfast menu because I really want one. And maybe before I start the medication, maybe I'll head out. No, well, maybe I'll head out there early tomorrow. I don't know, because Amelia has an early game and I'll be watching Trey. So Monday, I'll go start the new medicine Monday. Yeah, I'll put it off. And then I'll head out there and get that. Let's see. One car at the drive-through window. No cars in line. What's that tell you? Wow. That went pretty viral. Let me tell you. They don't have to worry about no big major dinner rush. Okay, let me do this order.
Are you recording?
That's
it?
actual mouse.
You recording that?
Yeah.
Oh, I will never eat here again.
He's tearing it up. Yo, this is a.
No, I'm not buying that. No way. Did you buy food from here? No, I got get the milkshake. I'm not.
He's tearing it up.
Gosh, I forgot I was recording. I turned some music on. Hold on, I'll turn it off. Well, it's just chit-chatting now, so. All right, so a couple cars in the parking lot. And still the same SUV at the window. Whoa. They're going to end up shutting down. I mean, they need to straighten something. Holy cow with these birds. What the heck? Whoa, I don't know if you've seen them all, but wow. Just they're gonna have to do something different. They're gonna have to get new workers in there. They're gonna have to get clean in there. They're gonna do something, because the milk that was on that was horrible on the tray. So, this is a nice little street right here. Just seems very quiet, though I think it gets a lot of through traffic because you beat some of the stop signs and such, but it's so short and just little, you know. I know our lawnmower man hasn't been out and about. If he doesn't come out and about in the next day or two, I think I'm gonna mow my lawn. Give me something to do and get some steps in and movement and keep active. There is someone that had a recent knee replacement. One of my subscribers, not naming any names, but keep her in your prayers. She's done well, and I think she's in a little pain right now, and we know how that can be, especially Canuck girl. I know you're with me on that one. So okay, almost home. I'm gonna cut the camera off because right on the corner here, shaking it to my neighbor. So, but you know me, I'll be back. Bye.
The next day.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I kept leaving this out, and watch, I won't be able to get it on. I remember it was very difficult to get it on because it slides so much. So let's try this. Me and my bright ideas. But it needed washing, you know? So, at least it's clean. There we go. And then let's slide it. And the steering wheel, get it straight. I know, I'm anal. Sorry. So much for that, huh? All right. It is Sunday. It is after 4 p.m. It is a beautiful 77 degrees. It is, I love this weather. Today I had my tank for about 4 hours. Amelia had a game, and JR, Tasha, Everly, and Amelia went, and I have my little tank. It's so cute. So it was kind of busy because I play, I entertain. There's this one thing that I'd had for Amelia that then it went to Everly, and now Trey uses it, and it's button and zippers and buckles, and you know what I mean, and it opens and folds. So we were learning that, and there's two little swirly things at the bottom, and you know, you swirl one and the other one goes. Well, one is green and one is yellow, and now he knows it. He goes, yellow, and then he goes, green. It just brings so much pride and joy to me. I just love it. So I'm just headed out real quick. I am actually going to Dunkin'. What else is new? Wow. They've got quite the little soccer game going on here. What else was I going to say? I was going to do a live yesterday. I ended up in and out of the house like 4 different times, and I think twice I did a little vlog. I didn't the other 2 times. Oh, and then I took down those shades that I was telling you about. So that was a lot of like, it was like a step ladder, and the adhesive was so strong, and I had to use like a scraper, like for, you would put you know, like mud on the walls or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like the putty and whatever. I used that. I got them down, and then to get all the like adhesive, I did have the glue be gone, but because it would drip, I tried to tried to catch it, you know, at the windowsill. And, it was just by getting on this step ladder, reaching so much, trying to get those down, scraping it, you know, I was done. I was like in pain. Is that for sale? No. So I was gonna do a live, thought about doing a live, and the ladies asked me, was I gonna do a live? And earlier I was like, yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna do a live. I didn't. I probably was in bed no later than 10:30, and I think I was asleep before 11. So, you know, when you get old, and I'm honestly not gonna give up my time that I spend with my grandchildren to do a live earlier. You know, I'm gonna do the nighttime prayers. I'm gonna do reading books. You know, I am. Like, Tasha will call me and say, hey, Mom. And I'll be like, well, honey. She goes, did you look at the clock? It's about that time. I mean, she just loves when I'm down there. You know, we just sit and chit-chat. And she says, you're just my best friend. I was like, that's sweet. You know what I mean? So. Oh, and then I've been addressing some of the fake, like, comments, which is ridiculous. But they keep saying about the GoFundMe, you know, incognito. Hello, my old email address used to be incognitod@hotmail.com. So I haven't used that in years. I'm sure, I don't even know if I would remember the password. Anyways, the reason why my screen name was Incognito, there used to be a perfume years ago, and it was called Incognito, and I used to wear it. And people always said, oh, you could smell D. You could. So I use that as my email address if you want to know the truth. So there you go. You have it. All right, give me a minute. Oops, forgot. I was listening to music. Let's do a taste test. It was a new person. And before I leave, I just got to make sure. Gulp, gulp. Delicious. All right. So let's go. And I'm going to continue to get more of that sticky adhesive off. My windows are so clean. The only thing is when you do that glue be gone, it tends to drip because it's way up at the top. So the windows will be needing to be cleaned again. I just can't get over how dead McDonald's is. And after I get done with all that, I'm going to wash my living room curtains again. But right now with no blinds up, you know, I'm not going to do it until it's all taken care of. And I'll probably actually do it at night, only because the TV, everything will be off. I'll be in my bedroom, so I'll take the curtains down, wash them and dry them, and then depending on how they come out of the dryer, I'm not one that will put them up wrinkled or anything. They have to be ironed. We'll see. So, and if I do iron them, I'll actually probably bring the ironing board in my bedroom so I don't turn the lights on in the house, you know, because right across the street are other apartments, and you know, they could just look in or whatever. So I have been keeping myself busy. I've got to say, the balls of my feet since getting the shot, it does feel better. So I'm not gonna lie there. I don't know how long this vlog will be, but I don't want to keep saving these vlogs in my phone, because then I get confused of which goes to which. So, but I definitely want to do a live, so I don't know, doubtful tonight, but we'll see. I'll definitely put it on my community post, and also try to list it early so people can see it. I think you get notified. I'm not sure. I really am not. Again, it's Sunday. It's almost 5 o'clock in the evening. And this is my first time out of, you know, not out of the house, but out in the car going someplace. I had Trey outside for a while today. So nice. This is perfect. I told Tasha, if this could last till November, oh, how happy I would be. And she's like, no. And I know Jan wants sweater weather. So, you know, you're a distance away, so you could have your sweater weather. But I am almost to their house. I'm actually going to stop there. I'm going to pull out front. So, until later, guys. You know me. I'll be back. And have a great day, and I hope your weekend was fantastic. Bye-bye.